All right, guys, we have got a lot of memorabilia to do tonight. It is an all memorabilia break, as a matter of fact. But before we get started ripping into things, we do have a little bit of information to go over. So let's go ahead and get rolling with that. If I can get myself on the right screen, that is, we'll get started with that. All right. So feedback. I have mine set up to be automated on eBay, and that is done just mainly so you never ever have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. So yeah, no waiting. And then of course the far more important thing there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We're taking a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night we're going to do a case of XR football. On Tuesday we'll do National Treasures baseball and an 8-box inner case of Illusions football. That is a sealed inner case, but it is not from a sealed master case, if that makes sense. Wednesday is still TBD. I'll get something plugged in there, but I haven't gotten it done yet. On Thursday night, we'll open a case of Bowman Chrome baseball, and on Friday night, we will open XR football again. For tonight, here's what you need to know. The order that we are going to break in. We'll open the 2 Gold Rush autograph baseball jerseys first. The football jersey full case break will be second. The full-size football helmet full case break third. And our Leaf memorabilia treasury will be the final break of the night. All of those breaks that we're doing tonight are free shipping breaks. Anytime you do a break with me that has completely free shipping, it's going to be estimated to go out approximately a week after the fact. And actually, I should say no later than, okay? So I'm projecting it as no later than Monday the 7th, which is a week from tomorrow. But most of the time it goes sooner. Sometimes it goes a lot sooner, but it will not be any later than that. The other thing you need to know about shipping, guys, I had a death in the family earlier this week. It has put me behind on shipping. It's probably going to take me a week or so to get back on track. That's why we've got a lot of things lightly scheduled for all of next week, because I'm going to be struggling to get us back on track. But I will do so as quickly as I can. Consolation cards. If you happen to get skunked in your break tonight, your memorabilia break, and your team is not one of the lucky teams that is pulled, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. That can be from any year in any series, and I keep track of it for a rolling 90 days. So basically I just have, a box of cards that's the Bengals, a box of cards, that's the Cowboys, whatever. And then because these are free shipping breaks, normally what would happen is I would hang on to your consolation cards and I would send them out to you when your next package ships. If, however, you get skunked tonight and you want your consolation cards sent out by themselves, as in just like in a sleeve in a plain white envelope and in a bubble, not in a bubble mailer, just being a plain white envelope with a stamp on it, you can just send me a message and let me know, and I will take care of it for you. Otherwise, I will send it along the next time you have a package shipping, and again, I keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. So we're all paid up for the autographed baseball jerseys. We're going to be able to roll right through that with no problem. We may have spots available in football jersey, football helmet, and Leaf memorabilia treasury. That remains to be seen. I will check it again after we do this first break to see if people are paid up or not by that point. But we are all paid up for the first one, and that is a pair of 2019 Gold Rush autographed baseball jerseys. These are the Series 2 jerseys, and this is break number 34 of a 2019 Gold Rush baseball jersey. And of course, you'll see there the Diamondbacks did not sell. That's why it's noted as no bids, breaker retains. Everything else in here does have an eBay user ID across from the team if you were the winning bidder. And of course, everything that we are opening tonight did end tonight on eBay, which is Sunday night, the 29th of September. So one more little thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to tweak this focus just a tiny little bit. And you're going to notice that your background does go out of focus a little bit as a result. But I don't want you to be too stressed out about that. It really just gives us an opportunity to look at things up a little bit closer than we would otherwise be able to. Jay Allen is here. You need Phillies in the jerseys, and then you're out, and then you're gone for the night, huh? You're going to hit the hay early. Got an early day tomorrow, I'm betting. And Shane, you are looking for a little Ichiro. That'd be a nice hit, my friend. I would love it if we could hit that for you. He's on the, box. He's on the lid, so we know he's in here. Meanwhile, why did I say Stang Lover? Jay Allen is about to be happy. He's going to go to bed with sweet dreams of Steve Carlton dancing in his head. There is a JSA authentication sticker, your Steve Carlton, these are custom jerseys generally speaking, and a JSA paper authentication that matches your sticker. So first out, we make Jay Allen happy right away with a Steve Carlton jersey for the Phillies. Got one more to do here, and then behind this will come our football jersey break. And once again, we may have spots available. There's the last I looked, there was a bidder that had the same team, I think, in both jerseys and full-size helmets that hadn't paid yet. So we'll see if they have paid or not when we finish this little break here. So next out, that's looking a little bit like some Bo Jackson to me, kids. I don't know why the color is reading so weirdly on that, but it is Bo Jackson. It's JSA authenticated, and there is your JSA paper authentication to go with it. So the Kansas City Royals with a nice Bo Jackson. So a couple of really cool hits out of our jerseys tonight. The Bo Jackson for the Royals, which for some reason is reading a really weird color on the camera, but I promise you it looks better in person. And then our other one was, of course, for Jay Allen, the Steve Carlton for the Phillies. So that gets our two baseball jerseys taken care of. Give me a moment to set these off to the side, and I'll be right back with you. Always like to make sure that I keep all the memorabilia stuff together, because it's all got COAs and whatnot with it. So always like to make sure that I have them off before I open up something else. I like to get them off and out of the way. And excuse me, allergy and asthma season continues to plague me, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to check and see where we stand on the unpaid stuff. In the meantime, I will let you look at that again. For those of you who might have jumped in after the fact, please take a minute and review that while I check and see where we are in terms of our unpaid teams. So yeah, unfortunately, it always happens, doesn't it? So we have got the Cleveland Browns available in both breaks. This jersey break that we are about to do, which is a full case of the autographed Game Day Greats jerseys, also available in the full case of the full-size autographed football helmets. So, yeah, I need to try to find homes for those two. Let's see where they ended up on here. It is the same bidder, so I do need to move them both out. It wouldn't be possible to move one without moving the other, because I will have to cancel the entire order for this person. So it looks like they went for $28, the Browns, in the jersey break. They went for 28 even. They went for 24 and some odd cents in the helmet break. So of course preference is going to go to somebody who might be willing to pick them both up. If no one wants to pick the Browns up in both, then of course we can sort them out separately. But right now I need to find a home for them. Cleveland Browns in the football jersey full case break, Cleveland Browns in the autograph full-size helmet break. Anybody want to step up and help us out? And if you don't want to just throw out an offer, if someone's interested again in both, that's going to be preferable to selling them out individually. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and update the spreadsheet here to indicate that they are unsold at the moment. Carl, you're offering 20 for the Browns in the jersey break. Okay, so right now that's where we set, guys. 20 for the Browns in the jersey break. If anybody wants to beat that, please jump in and let me know. Also, I need to still find a home for the Browns in the football helmet break. Looks like Thomas has come in and offered 25 for them in the jersey break. So that's at the moment the bid stands with Thomas and 25 for the Browns in the jersey. We still need to find someone who's interested in the Browns in the helmet break. And give me a moment here to update the spreadsheet since this is some unpaid stuff here. I've got to kind of make a little note here on the spreadsheet and see if we can't get this squared away. Give me 1 second to get that done. Browns go down here again. All right. Okie dokie. Now I've got that part done, and let me come back to you and see where we are. All right, so Carl, you're offering 15 for the helmet. Thomas, Carl beat you on the helmet break. He offered 15 first. So right now, the Browns in the jersey break sets with Thomas at 25, and Carl, the helmet break at 15, is setting with you at the moment. And again, in both cases, we are talking about the Cleveland Browns. And not Josh Ray. There we go. Took me a minute. Whew, I know. Not Josh Ray has upped us to $20 in the helmet break. So at the moment, Thomas has the Browns in the jerseys for 25. Not Josh Ray has the Browns $20 in the helmet break. So we're kind of going to be going once, going twice here on that. If anybody else is interested in either one, speak now or forever hold your peace, please. And it looks like, are we done? Are we done on that? All right, then I'm going to type in here right now what my PayPal email address is. I don't use that for correspondence, so please do not send me messages there. I'm never going to see it. But it's like an OG email, right, that I've had for 1,000 years. And I'm not going to change it because it's tied to too many things that I don't want to go back and fix. All right, so here we go. Thomas, you have the Browns in the jersey break at 25. So, sir, if you can please log in there to PayPal and be so kind as to send that over. Those are going to be yours. And then not Josh Ray, you are going to have the Browns here in the full-size football helmet break. So I need you to also please go to PayPal if you would and send that over. And I got a little bit of housekeeping here to do to clean it up on my side, and then we'll be in business. So give me just 1 second here. I got to get it closed out on eBay, get our spreadsheet locked and loaded, and we're almost there. We're getting there anyway. What am I trying to do? All right. All right, we are all closed out there on eBay now, but I still need to go back to the unpaid item page because we also at this moment happen to have one sitting out for the Leaf. You're all done, not Josh Ray. Can you give me an update, sir, and let me know if you are done, if you have gotten your payment over so we can kind of roll on down the road here? That would be awesome. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's get the spreadsheet up. Keep on trucking here. All right, so you saw, of course, a moment ago the information about shipping, so I think everybody should be on the same page there. We are right now going into the 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Great Series 2 autographed football jerseys, and of course, the Browns have been unpaid. They are picked up by Thomas on a second chance offer. He is all paid up, so we are ready to go there. And not Josh Ray, if you can just give us a heads up when you have got the helmet break paid, we'll be able to roll on into that momentarily. All right, so there's our spreadsheet so everybody knows what team they have, and we're going to crack into some TriStar jerseys. find somewhere to put that box. Well, let's put it over there for right now. I'll deal with it in a minute. All right, so of course 5 of these make up a case, and generally we find some pretty interesting stuff in here. All right, thank you, Not Josh Ray. I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you both. You and Thomas both jumping in there and picking up the unpaid stuff. I hope that you both have good luck as a result. We're going to try to get you some good mojo. So Billy Sims here. I have looked him up before. Why do I never ever remember where Billy Sims played? I don't know, but I don't. Because this is obviously on a collegiate jersey. And there's your TriStar authentication hologram. That is a generic TriStar authentication little dealio there. And you're going to have to give me a hot second because I cannot ever flippin' remember that guy. And we pull him out of something all the time. And I have some kind of strange mental block about Billy Sims whereby I can never seem to remember. Like, I want to say the Lions, but I think that's wrong. All right, let's see. Here we go. Stats. Oh, it is the Lions. Haha. All right. So, not wrong, but thought I was wrong. So, our first one out goes to the Lions with Billy Sims. Oh, and I just looked over to chat, guys. When I switch out to look stuff up, I can't see chat, but I see now that you guys were telling me in chat. So thank you, Jay Allen and James and Charles. I should have just looked there first, right? But you know me. I'm always going to go look it up because I'm a nerd that way. Like to make sure it's all going where it's supposed to be going. Not that I don't trust you, because I do. Carl, you're looking for an Elway. All right. Right now, I have a Miami Dolphin. I have Bob Greasy for the Dolphins. There is his signature up there at the top. We've got a TriStar hologram authentication here at the bottom, and the generic TriStar paper there in there as well. So right now, we are Lions with Billy Sims, Dolphins here with Greasy. 2 of the 5 down. And this looks like it's going to be a Ram, doesn't it? And indeed it is. It is Marshall Faulk. And there's your TriStar generic, your Marshall Faulk signature, and the TriStar hologram on there as well. So Marshall Faulk and the Rams out for number 3. Oh, hey, Not Josh Ray, the Rams is you? Awesome, man. Or maybe you meant the Dolphins was you. Because sometimes there's a little delay in chat. Either way, you're woohooing that one of them was yours, so I'm glad to hear that. We got some luck for you anyway. Looks like a Viking. Colors anyway, and it is Adam Thielen for the Vikings. And there's his happy little signature, a JSA authentication sticker on it, and some JSA paperwork to go along with it. So the Vikings with jersey number 4, meaning we have 1 left. And then of course we'll do a quick little recap of this, and then we'll bust right on into the football helmets. And is this going to be a Packer, maybe, or an Eagle? An Eagle. Well, it could be the one. It's a Packer. Davante Adams. Had it right the first time, didn't we? So there's your Davante Adams signature, along with the little authentication down there from, is that JSA? Yeah, JSA authentication sticker. You've got a JSA paper authentication in there, and then of course that's just the generic info card from TriStar. So the Packers with Mr. Davante Adams. All right, let's recap it. Hi, Randy. What's happening? trying to get this sealed back up. It's like a, I don't know, half the time I can't get them sealed back up. Well, I do eventually, but you know. All right, Davante Adams, Green Bay Packers. Followed by Adam Thielen, who came out for the Vikings. Then we had Marshall Faulk here for the Rams. The Dolphins brought home a little Bob Greasy. And last but not least, Billy Sims for the Lions. All right, once again, give me a moment, please, to get this cleaned up out of the line of fire here, and then we'll move right into the football helmet, so it'll be just a minute. Alrighty, well, that's out of the way. This is a really big case of football helmets. I'm going to have to do a little rearranging to get them opened, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at our spreadsheet here and see if we can't get a little info on the way to you. So, probably everybody has seen this at some point, right? But on the off chance that someone hasn't, here's the deal. The free shipping stuff always projects to go out no later than a week after the fact. So this being a Sunday, I just roll it to Monday, meaning it will go out no later than Monday, the 7th of October, which is, you know, basically 7 days from now. Probably it will go out sooner. I hope it will go out sooner. Shouldn't be any later. If you get skunked in one of these breaks tonight and you would like to have your consolation card sent to you right away, send me a message and let me know. Otherwise, I hang on to it and I send it when your next package ships from, you know, another break where you have something to ship. And of course, I do keep track of that no-hit stuff for a rolling 90-day period. So basically, you know, as long as you have another package shipping within the next 3 months, I'm going to see it if I owe you a consolation card, and we'll get it out there on the way to you at that point. Here we go into a big case. I say big because it's a huge size case, but it's a 3-box case of Game Day Greats autographed full-size football helmets. This is break number 1. These just came out a couple days ago. And of course, like everything else, it ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, the 29th of September. We had the Browns, of course, unpaid. They were picked up on second chance there for not Josh Ray. So thank you once again for picking that up, as well as good grief, why did I just blank out? Thomas picking up the other unpaid team, the Browns, in the last break. And then everybody else, you're going to see your eBay user ID across from your team there if you're the winning bidder tonight on the football helmets. All right, and he said no Antonio Brown to match the jersey I got in one of your breaks. I know, man, I know, right? Like, but what are they going to do? You know they've got all those Raiders jerseys signed. And so you know we're going to be seeing them for a while till they run out of them. All right, so I'm going to try to figure out here. I got to leave this case on the floor. This thing's too big to even get up on the table, but hang on a minute. I don't know how these are packaged because this is the first case I've opened of it, but I would assume that they're packaged. Oh, look, I've got an invoice in there. I would assume they're packaged pretty similarly to the way the Leaf ones are. Oh, actually a little bit different. All right. So they're all going to come in big boxes that look like that with big red tape across the top. So let me get these other big boxes with big red tape across the top, setting up on the table, and we'll get ready to go. this case out of the way too, though, because I can't maneuver with it in here. All right, fun times. So we are going to do these one at a time, obviously, for our TriStar Game Day Greats. I don't think I got that cut very well, did I? No, probably not. Probably not. I can't find the seam exactly. Still not on the seam. Well, whatever. We'll just butcher the box. It'll come out eventually. I don't ship them in this anyway, so. Oh, and all that to then have them in here. Good Lord. Well, it looks like it's going to be the Nigerian Nightmare, according to that little piece of paper that we saw. If I can ever extract it, they really could have done with a little less packaging. Because, you know, most of the other people just put them in that little inner box. They don't put them in the big white box in between. But anyway, they did here. So, whew. And an ear pad is out inside the bag. I see that. You can see it's just on there with double-sided tape. So it's not going to be terribly difficult to put back in place, I don't imagine, since they just use double-sided tape. But anyway, it'll be, I'll leave that to you to actually accomplish. But there, he even signed it the Nigerian Nightmare. Awesome. I love it when they do cool inscriptions. So the Kansas City Chiefs have our first one. There's your TriStar generic. Here's a little, what do you call it? Just a generic TriStar info card. And then you've got the hologram authentication there on the back. That's the more important part. And then once again, unfortunately, your double-sided tape has not held on your other ear pad that should be attached here. So I'll just kind of put it back more or less where it should go, and then you can more securely attach it when it arrives to your house. So once again, there you go, Kansas City Chiefs. Steven, the jerseys for baseball were Bo Jackson for the Royals and Steve Carlton for the Phillies. All right, let's see if we can manage to wrestle, and it is wrestling, wrestle helmet number 2 out of this box with this big flippin' red tape all over it. Yeah, there we go. Found the seam a little better on that one. It's like a little easier. Scott said you haven't had any luck. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we didn't have good luck for you tonight. I know that's a bummer. I always hate that. It's no fun ever to not hit something when you're trying to win. Hey, we got a Browns helmet, so you did all right for your good deed of picking up the unpaid team. I don't know who it is, but I can recognize from the colors that it's the Browns. Oh man, this is nice. You did really well, man. Look at that. You picked up a Jim Brown helmet for the Browns with your second chance bid. So sometimes, you know, it pays to do a kindness, doesn't it? TriStar generic, the TriStar information card, and of course here on the back you have got the hologram authentication as well. We'll take one more look at the signature there with the Hall of Fame inscription for Jim Brown and the Browns. Alrighty, let me get that one put back. And we got one more to go in here. That is so noisy. I'm sorry. I know that's a drag. All right, one helmet left. So good luck, everybody. If you haven't hit yet, hopefully you're about to. Not Josh Ray, like, right? You did all right with that, man. You said you always see a hit when somebody else saves a team. You know, it does happen a lot, doesn't it? It doesn't happen every single time. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Browns jersey for Thomas. But it does happen a reasonable amount of the time, honestly, when somebody comes in and picks up an unpaid team that they go on and subsequently hit something worthwhile. I always like it when it happens like that. So we got a Buffalo Bill here of some sort. I don't know who yet. But we are about to find out. We got all kinds of things rolling around there. LaShawn McCoy for the Bills. So there's your TriStar generic, your JSA paper that's going to match your JSA sticker. But the most important part, that right there, nice little LaShawn McCoy autograph on your Buffalo Bills helmet. And there's your JSA authentication sticker there on the back. And one more time, look at your signature if you've got the Buffalo Bills. LaShawn McCoy is headed to you. Carl said the Jim Brown helmet sells for around $300. Well, all right, man. That's an excellent pickup then for whatever it was, $20 or whatever, right? Nicely done. Very nicely done. All right. I'm not going to recap those because, well, you know, we just looked at all of them pretty thoroughly and whatnot. We can, I guess, verbally recap them if you want. It's LaShawn McCoy for the Bills, and then the Jim Brown for the Browns, and then the Nigerian Nightmare for the Kansas City Chiefs. So give me a minute, guys. Let me get these moved into the workroom or the shipping room, whatever you want to call it, and I'll be right back. All right, helmet boxes and case all out of the way. We have Leaf Memorabilia Treasury left to do. We may have an unpaid spot left here too. I'm going to check on that real quickly. While I am checking on it, I will once again put up shipping info. So if you didn't hear me talking about it one of the other times when I have been referencing it verbally, now's your chance. Take a little minute there and review it while I'm looking to see if we're paid up or not. Hey, we are. Leaf Memorabilia Treasury got paid. Woohoo! I like it when a plan comes together. So this Leaf Memorabilia Treasury, I've had this sitting here for a bit. I actually have a couple of them. And I don't know why I never listed them. I just didn't. So we're finally getting around to it. Probably had them 2 months or something. And it's got all kinds of categories in it, right? Because it's a multi-sport product. It's also got non-sport things. I always list them all in the football category. Obviously, you guys found them already. It ended tonight, of course, again, Sunday night, the 29th. And it's pretty simple. So any baseball jersey, any hockey jersey, football jersey, any actual baseball, actual football, actual basketball, full-size helmet, mini helmet, 8x10 photo, 11x14 photo, 16x20 photo, any rookie card, any record or CD, any lithograph, any movie poster, any TV or movie worn costume, any tennis item, any boxing item, any golf item. And then if it's anything else that isn't listed in one of those categories, it goes into that bottom one. Anything not found in one of the other categories, right? Yeah. All right. So Leaf Memorabilia Treasury is a ginormous box. Like, the thing is ridiculously large. I'm not even totally sure I can fit it up here, but we're going to give it a go so that you can, hopefully we can get it up here. I don't know. It's quite big. So just bear with me here for a minute while I try to work my way through it. All right. So it'll sit there this way, And what we're going to do is cut through it because it comes, you know, the shipping box is the box. I think I remember them saying there's no inner box this year. It used to be that there was an inner box. So maybe there is going to be. I thought they said there wasn't, but that looks like there is going to be one. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you the fact that there's an inner box in there, and then I'm going to have to take this off the table to pry it out, or I'm going to knock the camera over, and then we'll open the inner box. Well, maybe we are if I can get it out of here. Come on, buddy. Oh, I am getting my exercise tonight. Well, at least next time I know I can cut through the shipping box anyway. For some reason, I could have sworn that they sent us an email before that said that there was no inner box this time. All right. Let me get... This is always difficult to do because it really doesn't fit on the table very well. I'm just trying to keep anything from like falling out. Oh good, it's packaged together. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's going to make things much easier. It's in that giant box. Only to have it nicely packaged like this. So really, I could have done with a much, much smaller box. I already see a mini helmet. Maybe a baseball. There's a jersey of some sort. A picture, I think, of some sort. Alrighty, kids, we're almost there. Alright. Lord have mercy. That is quite intense to get all that out of there, isn't it? All right, we have Joe Montana on a signed mini helmet. I started to say for the 49ers, but really it's not. It's for the person who bought the any mini helmet category. Oh, Scott, you don't have to worry about cutting through the top and getting the products. As you probably saw, there's always tons of bubble wrap in between. I usually open Memorabilia Vault rather than Treasury, but they're both packaged pretty much the same. There's always tons of filler and stuff in there. I've never had any problems with that. We've got Leaf Autograph Baseball here is Wade Boggs. We've got a little Leaf COA. Looks like it's got a tiny little bit of a bend in it, even though it's kind of a credit card size type thing. I guess just the way they've had it in the box, bent around the ball. It's got a little bend to it, and there you can see, I'm not going to take it out of the plastic, but you've got the Wade Boggs autograph. Well, I can move it, I guess, around a little. You can see it a little better. I just don't want to take it out of there, that's all. All right, so we've got this any autographed baseball or any actual baseball, I think was technically the title of that category. And then we've got any mini helmet. Any football jersey comes out next. It is Alvin Kamara. JSA authentication paper, your signature here, and a JSA authentication sticker down there at the bottom. Then we have got what looks like, I guess, a couple of different photographs here. Pele. And I forgot to put a category for any soccer items, didn't I? I kind of meant to, and I think I didn't. And we've got to get Pele out of here. Well, I guess we don't have to, but you always want to make sure it is actually what it is labeled. Every once in a while you might find one that is incorrectly labeled. That is some serious adhesive on there, kids. They are not playing with that adhesive. So this, of course, this is going to go to a photograph anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. I guess that's why I didn't do soccer, because I was thinking they were going to be photographs. And we've got bidding categories for any size photograph. That one, to me, looks like it's an 8x10, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to make it all official-like. All right, so 10 in one direction and 8 in the other. It's actually showing a little bigger, but that's because the holder is a little bit larger. So this Pele, which is now stuck to the envelope adhesive, goes to any 8x10 photograph, PSA DNA authenticated black and white Pele photograph. Signed there. You've got a PSA DNA authentication paper in the back as well. So any 8x10 photograph gets Pele. Now we've got one item left on it. It says Burt Reynolds on it. And I believe it again is probably likely to be a photograph, although I guess it could be a movie poster. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh yeah, that's a really big Burt Reynolds photograph. That's like it's from Smokey and the Bandit. And it's a Beckett authenticated. You can see your autograph there. And your Beckett paper authentication in the back that matches your sticker on the front. That I believe is going to be a 16x20, or is that an 11x14? It's 11x14, my mistake, sorry. So there you see it as 11 in one direction and 14 in the other direction. So we have an 11x14 photograph headed to that category for Burt Reynolds. Then we have the 8x10 photograph for Pele, which we just saw a moment ago. We're not going to struggle with getting that one out again. The Alvin Kamara, which goes to any football jersey bidding spot. The Joe Montana signed mini helmet, which of course goes to the any mini helmet spot. And then we have the Wade Boggs autographed baseball, which of course goes to the any actual baseball bidding category. All right, so that is Leaf Memorabilia Treasury, and I believe that's all of our breaks for tonight. I will again put up spreadsheet information here one final time. I can't believe anybody would have missed it by now, but on the off chance, we'll roll through it one more time. So should go out no later than Monday a week from tomorrow. Most likely it will go out sooner. It'll probably go out a lot sooner, but it shouldn't be any later than that. If you got skunked in this and didn't hit anything at all, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year and any series, and typically I would hang on to it and send it the next time you have a package shipping, because this is a free shipping break. If you want it sent sooner by itself, just in a plain white envelope with no tracking, all you need to do is send me a message and let me know, and I will gladly take care of that for you. And what is coming up in the days ahead? Kind of a light schedule. As you know, I'm trying to get back on track shipping-wise. After having had a death in the family this week, I've gotten a little behind. So we're going to have kind of a light week breaking next week. We'll do XR football tomorrow night. Tuesday night, National Treasures baseball and Illusions football. Wednesday night is still TBD. I've got to get something plugged in there. Thursday night will be a case of Bowman Chrome baseball. Friday night will be XR football again. And that is it tonight for us kids. We are all caught up and squared away. So thank you once again for being here. Always appreciate it. And I will be back at it tomorrow night. If I don't see you then, I hope I will see you again sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy your week ahead, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.